I'm Carlos Schickshaw from CTN, and I'm here with the 1936 election results from last night. First, however, the weather.
It is currently 53 degrees outside, but it feels like -2 degrees with a 50-mile-per-hour wind. The chance of precipitation is 27%, and the humidity is 87%. Back to you, Carlos.
Thank you, Heather. Now back to the election. As you all know, Alfred Landon, the governor of Kansas, represented the Republicans, and Franklin Roosevelt represented the Democrats. I would say it's a nail-biter, but FDR did win by a landslide. Franklin Roosevelt will continue his presidency. Here's a clip of his acceptance speech.
Thank you for re-electing me. It is a huge honor to become your president once again. In my second term, I plan to start the second 100 days since the first 100-day plan didn't improve the economy as much as I had hoped. My first priority is farmers. Unemployment is high and production is still lagging. Farmers must be given more money than they are currently earning in order to fix this. To do so, I will reinvigorate the AAA that will provide aid for migrants, sharecroppers, and poor farmers. Hopefully, I will reach my goal of $1 billion in order to help the tenant farmers become landowners. Thank you again, and God bless the USA.
Hopefully he will be successful in his claims with the economy. Speaking of economy, we have some clips of newly established organizations.
Hello, I'm Mabel Merriweather from the National Youth Administration. We plan to create and provide education, jobs, and recreation centers for the youth. Our biggest priority is to get young people off the streets and into schools and jobs.
Hello, I'm Gladys Hemingway from the Works Progress Administration. Our goal is to help urban workers by setting out to create as many jobs as quickly as possible. Within the next decade, we plan to spend $11 billion to give jobs to 8 million workers. We also work to build airports, roads, and buildings, and hire artists, writers, and photographers to create art. We believe jobs, public areas, and artists are what make our country thrive.
Very interesting. We will be back with some critical new Congress acts right after this break.
If you end up having to be the bearer of bad news, you know what to do. Say it with flowers.
Clara, you're really ugly.
Say it with flowers.
Clara, you're really ugly.
Thank you. Grace, this isn't working out.
What?
Say it with flowers.
Grace, this isn't working out.
Awesome!
Say it with flowers.
Aww.
Call now, 1-800-FLOWERS. And remember, say it with flowers!
This just in, FDR just passed the National Labor Relations Act. This act will protect workers, ensure collective bargaining, and preserve the right to unionize. In addition, Congress just passed the Four Labor Standards Act. This will set a maximum of 44 hours per week working and a minimum wage of 25 cents per hour. Lastly, and most importantly, FDR's New Deal just made the Social Security Act. The three parts of this act include old age pension, unemployment compensation, and aid to families with disabled children. Thank you for tuning in to CTN News. I am Carlos Schickshaw, and I will see you next week.